Elon Musk took the stage at the CPAC conference this week, and based on his performance up on stage, a lot of people think that he was on drugs. Like, not even just like a little bit of drugs. People are speculating that he may have been on all of the drugs based on the fact that, number one, he came out on stage with a damn chainsaw saying like, I'm going to do this to the bureaucracy, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But that wasn't even the craziest part, believe it or not. I mean, it should have been the craziest part. Nope, the craziest part was when he actually sat down to do his little Q&A wearing his dark sunglasses inside in the evening, likely to cover up whatever you could tell about his eyes and what substances he may have been on. But it was the fact that he couldn't form a sentence that really proved that something was not right with this guy. So take a look. This was posted on Blue Sky by journalist Aaron Rupar. Here it is.
If you got to protect the First Amendment, it's not much more important than that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of criticism, and people said, well, that proves he's a huge idiot from he voted for whatever, $44 billion, and now it's worth like 8 cents. And
it's not worth 8 cents.
It was essentially to buy freedom of expression.
That is the man, ladies and gentlemen, that is out there slashing government agencies. That's the man, as one journalist pointed out in responses to that video clip, that wants to put a microchip in your brain. He can't even form a sentence. He can't speak because of whatever he may or may not have been on at the time. And he wants to put a microchip in your brain? Would you trust him? You know, walking into the operating room with that chainsaw, like, let's put the chip in. No, you would run out of there because you would think that you were in a horror movie. Like, this is House of a Thousand Corpses type crap here. But instead of it being a horror movie, this man has been given the ultimate power in Washington, D.C. by Donald Trump. He is a horror movie villain running around with his chainsaw in Washington, D.C., destroying people's lives. But I got to read you some of the comments because the comments on this were absolutely fantastic. These were, of course, curated by Raw Story. Comedian Gabe Sanchez tweeted, quote, "Point of view, you just took a shit ton of ketamine and went on stage." Keith Olbermann said, "Uncontrollable vowel movements." Dr. Danielle Lupton said, "He sounds very much under the influence." Legal analyst Jennifer Taub said, "Kleptocratic ketamine addict." And Melanie Diarigo, New York Health Campaign Director, said, "The same guy running around the stage with a chainsaw and unable to complete a sentence wants to put his microchips in people's brains." And then you got this one. This one is Jezebel staff writer Kylie Chung, who wrote, quote, "I don't care for his health or well-being. I'd love if something awful happened to him, but we're in a scary place where he's alive and functional enough to take a wrecking ball through everything, just clearly insane and removed from reality and making it all our problem." Jesus. Look, he was not normal in that clip. The wearing of the sunglasses to me is something that you see in like a high school kid trying to hide the fact that maybe they just blazed one outside before they went in to see their parents, right? You know, maybe the eyes a little glazed over, maybe you got red eyes, whatever it is. That is pretty much what you're going to see in somebody who just did something and they want to hide their eyes. The speaking, on the other hand, that's just totally out of control. Like Elon Musk already, due to his accent, he struggles to speak, I'll give him that, but not to that degree, right? This is something new, and I do believe he was on something. You know, if he wants to provide us a drug test to prove that he wasn't, be my guest. But it seemed like you were on something. And of course, you're a guy who's admitted to, you enjoy ketamine. So maybe that's what happened. But perhaps somebody who really loves to engage in these kinds of recreational activities, maybe they shouldn't be in charge of putting microchips in people's brains. Or maybe they shouldn't be in charge of telling us what's best for the federal government when they can't even figure out what's best for their own life. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.